Hello, everyone. Ingrid here from No More Noise Toronto, and here to show you how I find information on committee meetings for the City of Toronto, how you can find details on those agenda items, how this all works, and how you can register to speak or send your own email for a specific agenda item. So let's get started. I have typed into the search bar Toronto Committee, which brings up this website. So this is where all the committee meetings are. I always like this big blue button here. It just makes it much easier to find your item, your committee meeting. So on the first page is highlights. So here you will see what are the events, are the meetings coming up in the near future. There's also a schedule, which is kind of what I like to go for. It is a calendar view. So you can see all the different calendar, all the meetings here, also when city council meets, so that all of that information is there. You can also search by committee, and so you can search by a committee name and then click lookup, and then you'll find your details down below. So I'm going to go back to the schedule, and I know that the meeting that I want to talk about is on July 8th. So I'm going to click to July, and there is Board of Health. This is the where the Toronto Public Health strategic priorities are going to be meeting and sharing their strategic priority, their strategic plan with the Board of Health. So when you land on a committee page or a meeting page, there's always a preamble at the top about the committee. There's always the members who are part of the committee is over on the right. And then in the middle here, you can see both the meetings that have been in the past and that are scheduled in the future. A week before the meetings, the agenda is released. And as you can see here, they've already released the agenda slightly in advance because we have a long weekend. And here is our agenda item. So when you click on that agenda item, there are the details. So there is generally a summary and then background information. There's also if communications have been submitted to the public record, the recommendations, and then some more background information. So all your details are here. And this is also where you can either email this item to someone else. You can submit comments. And when you want to, this would be to submit your own email. And what you do here is you click that button and then the subject is pre-filled for you. The to field is pre-filled for you. And also this, if you want your comments to be part of the public record, like what we saw before, you need to leave this part in. And then you can format your message on down here and then click send. I'm going to leave that, go back to the page. And if you want to speak, so this is also called a deputation. So again, for each agenda item, they have the same buttons. So if you want to speak on a specific agenda item, you need to go to that agenda item and then request to speak. We are going to request to speak on this one. So how that works is you click the button and then you will send in an email saying that you request to appear and you need to fill in your name. You can fill in your organization if applicable. If you are part of a residents association or community group, you can do that. You can also put in No More Noise Toronto if you like. Mailing address, I usually just include my postal code, and then telephone number is also important in case there are technical issues. Once you click send, you will get a confirmation back from the City of Toronto that will have information on how you connect to the meeting virtually, or if you wanted to speak in person, how that works. So then when the day comes, I'm going to go back here. When the day comes, you will on the main page, a new speakers button comes up. So you can register to speak up until the day of the meeting. So up until the morning of July 8th in this case. And then at 8:30, a speakers button will appear and it will show the speakers listed under every single agenda item. And you are called upon to speak in order of registration. And you typically could get 5 minutes, but if there's a number of speakers and if they have a lot of agenda items to go to, they cut you to 3. And if there's speakers registered, that means they have to hold the item, which means they have to allow you to speak. So this is what I mean by this is how they have to listen to us. So I highly encourage you to have a look at these links and register to speak or send your email. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info@nomorenoisetoronto.com. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you on July 8th.